Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 and Felsbrunn. So hi, welcome back to Felsbrunn. It's been a while since I've done a video on this map, but I just managed to sort of find a bit of time recently. I've started doing a time-lapse series on Ravenport and also done one on Estancia La Pacho. Not sure how long I'll continue that, but I thought I'd give it a go. And I was going to do one on Felsbrunn, and then I thought, well, if I find the time to do some, commentated recording, whatever you want to call it, then actually I should do, because I'd already done one on Felsbrunn already, so I thought I'd do another one. Let's pop in cab. So yeah, so you find me a few days into the map. Actually, yeah, I'm not sure how many days now, probably 4. My first video was done day 2. So it's probably at least day 4, day 5 maybe. Yeah, I'm just heading over to Port Southeast, I think. Actually, it's a bit of an experiment. So as you saw, I put a bit of time, a bit of footage. I just finished a sugar beet contract on field 12. And I haven't got the money from that yet. I managed to get about, is it 14,000 euros worth of extra crop at the end, which is pretty good. But what I wanted to do, I had quite an amount of barley to sell. So, and the price at Port Southeast wasn't too bad. So I thought, well, I'll try it. Rather than traipsing back and forth with my trailer all the time, I thought I'd see whether or not I could use the truck. And remarkably enough, I really expected it to say this, vehicle is reserved for contract work only, or whatever the message that comes up on screen. But turns out not. So yeah, if you've done a contract and you've got yourself a truck and a decent sized trailer and you've got some of your own crops to sell, don't go back into the menu and press square too soon. Use your truck, because yeah, it turns out you can, which I was very surprised about. But great, because this would have taken an awful lot of trips back and forth, my 2 little trailers, so bit of a bonus. So yeah, we'll just sell this last bit of crop. Oop, left the indicators on. And then we'll head on back to the store. I've taken some stuff to the store. I'm going to start by selling and buying some new equipment. Oh, that was well worth it, and I'm pleased about that. Yeah, I got a pretty decent price here actually for barley, so that's really good. I needed the money desperately. So just a little bit of background. If you recall from the first video, that was a very long time ago, so you probably won't. I'd bought two areas of land, 2 plots of land. And actually one of those was just grass when I bought it, so I harvested up, I mowed and forage collected the grass, sold that, and ploughed out a new field. So I've got 2 fields. I'll show you in a minute. I'll just get up to the store, get off the road. Oops. Yeah, so I've got 2 fields. And then what I did actually, I did a couple of rotations of crops, and then I put in corn. So I mowed a load of grass. I bought the I bought the biogas plant, mowed all the grass, put that in, compacted it, sold it, got 15 grand. And then after I'd done that, I put in corn, put that in the other bunker silo at the biogas plant. And I'm pretty sure, I don't remember, I'm pretty sure I was at 280,000 litres of corn, of chaff, I suppose, in the... I'll stop, I'll get out, because I can't talk and drive at the same time. I'm really finding I'm struggling to multitask. One of the advantages of doing time-lapse. But yeah, so, as I said, we'll pop in here. Yeah, so this is the plot of land that I do, 2 plots of land, field 15 and the one at the bit grass below it. I ploughed that out as a field, because my ultimate plan is that this I will grass over, though I don't have to. Now we've got, I did the first video before we got the new landscaping, you know, mod, whatever, the update with the landscaping tools, but I probably will grass it, and then I'll use that as my yard, and I'll you know, that will become my farmyard, which is why I put this field in down here to make sure I was compensating for the fact that I was going to lose that one. And then I bought the biogas plant, and I put in some corn, and I think I had about 250, 280,000 litres, I can't remember. Sold it over a day, basically, and of course, you know, I got paid overnight, and I only made 50,000 euros on it, which I've got to say is pretty disappointing. Unfortunately, by then I'd already planted up with corn again, so I've got to harvest it. But yeah, so we're down at the store, so I'm going to do that process again. We'll see if I get the same. It's slightly odd because if you look at prices, silage, biogas plant, yeah, $600, €600, sorry, per 1,000 litres. So I should have got, I you know, don't know what the maths are, but should have got an awful lot more than 50,000 for my, what was I think about 250, 280,000 litres of chaff and silage. So that's pretty disappointing. I've still got a little bit more in one of the silos, so we can sell that, but there's not that much left. So yeah, 50,000 litres, pretty rubbish. Still got debt, though gradually I'm paying it off. And I mean, I could just sell the biogas plant and I'll get that back, but certainly I'm gonna go through harvesting this corn first. So yeah, I bought a few pieces of equipment down here. Actually, the other thing we need to do, of course, is complete our contract. So 31,000 for the contract after leasing fees. Should get another one going actually, and get a worker on it a bit later. I just don't want to lose. There's that one. Let's do that one with the ideal harvester. It's only 9 grand, but I don't want to go straight onto another sugar beet contract. So let's do a borrow items, just because I want to use the harvester. There it is. Whoa, awesome. And oh well, that's kind of cluttered up the yard a little bit, but fine. I just don't want to lose the opportunity to do that contract. I'm really quite keen on doing that, so just thought yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky now. Oh wow, that really is tricky, but I actually have to move this stuff before I can get to the header to move it out of the way. Oh, that's huge, that header, that's just mad. Oh dear, okay, not very accurate, but still. So I'll get this stuff out of the way. What else have we got to do that contract then? Oh, okay. Just a tractor and a trailer. I mean, I could have done it with my own harvester, it would have taken ages, and the point was actually I fancied doing it with the Hobbit. Two headers, so that's not bad. Actually, you know what? I could sell my tractor and then just use the contract tractor to move the rest of the stuff about. So, I'm going to sell these. My Strautmans. I love these Strautmans. They've been brilliant. Do you get more money if you repair first? Don't know. Okay. Actually, I'm curious. So if I drive this into here then, actually let's not risk it. I don't know if you can you use contract vehicles to move your own equipment. Whoa, can't get through there. I'm not sure you can actually. I'm going to sell my header trailer, because the header for the little the old New Holland harvester is so small, it's just not worth the hassle of using the header trailer. So I'm going to sell that too. I'll get that out of the way. I do love this Fiat tractor, but I've so far had one on every single map, so I thought it was maybe time that I started. And whilst it would make sense for me to have a Fiat on a German map, you know, it's all European stuff. Now they brought out the Hurleman for a small tractor, it makes more sense to that one. It's not as powerful, but you know, mix it up a little bit. So that says value 10,205 euros. If I repair it, yep, basically goes up tiny little bit more than the cost of repair, but you know, that's fine. Clearly I haven't used that trailer quite so much. So yes, it's worth doing the repair. Answers that question. Ooh, that's a relief. One of those has got fixed. I thought it'd given me two trailers with the oh, what's it called? You know, the swivel axle at the front. That would have been a disaster. Trying to connect those up. No chance. There we go. Right, so yeah, we'll just sell this. So part of the reason I was doing this was to get some new stuff that's not, you know, that I haven't got elsewhere. Again, you know, the other reason is I've got those trailers, the Strautmann trailer I've got on Ravenport as well. 45,000, repair it for 192. It does go up a little bit, but only a little bit more than the value of it to start with. Fine. Cool, suddenly feel like we've got some money. Done. Nice. Of course, don't really feel like we've got some money, because actually I've got 75 grand's worth of debt, and of course, oh, that's a beast, isn't it? Look at that. That is just awesome. Now I think I might want to use the header trailer for this, because goodness me. Whoa. Oh, it's shiny. Shiny and black. Brilliant. Right, so let's move this header out of the way, because that's going to be a real pain in the neck otherwise. Wow. Oh, for the day I can afford one of these of my own. That's just brilliant. Right. Okay. That's good. It's the first time I've successfully managed to very easily use a header trailer. I'm finding them to be really frustrating as usual, trying to find the right sort of flat enough area of land where you can put it down and pick it up easily. And that's not awesome. Oh well, we can get it out of the way anyway. I'll worry about that. I'll have to reposition it later. Fine. It'll do. Okay. So let's go see the nice people in the store. Oh no, I've got a map on. And let's get some stuff. So, a few things we'll need. One thing is tractor. I said, so I've already got the Fendt favorite. I think I boosted the power. But I wanted the little Hurleman just because I rather like it. It's quite a nice little tractor. It's German. It's, you know, it's a good little yard tractor, but you can't give it more power, but still. So that's an absolute definite. And actually, it was a pretty straight swap out for the Fiat. Lower power, but it'll do. The great thing about the Fiat is it's really high power. Its disadvantage is it only goes at 15 miles an hour, and since I don't need a tractor just for doing lots of little yard work at the moment, it's you know, a bit short of use function. And I was gonna go for this new Fliegl, this modded Fliegl. I'll check who the modder was, put that up in the description. Choice of colour. Quite like either. I do like the paler colour, but I don't want to go Mr. CDP green. And actually that will go nicely with the tractor. The Favorite, the Fendt. I know it looks quite cool. Right, do want to up the capacity, because that's kind of the point of swapping out from the Strautmann. And is that it? So it goes up to 18.6. It's also a slightly bigger you know, bell wagon as well, which is quite handy. Trelleborgs or Michelin's, I have to say pretty consistently I've gone for Trelleborg so far. Partly only because you don't have to pay for them. Those ones are a bit dull. I do like, yeah, Trelleborg's a little bit more chunky, and they're free. So, well, not free, you know, standard, included in the cost. And I'm going to get another one. This one I could get with the, you know, the swivel axle at the front, but oh, frankly, I still might need to do things like reverse it. Obviously want the same tyres, get them both to max capacity. Slight disadvantage of these is there's no cover on the top, which is a bit of a shame. just from that sort of realism. I do want to get one of these at some point. I did love the old Brantner push trailer in 17. I didn't use it very long before we had to move to 19. Right, so that's those. Oh yeah, I like those. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cool, new equipment. Seems a bit excessive since I haven't got a farm yet, but still. That's a great little tractor. Right, and the other thing we need while we are here is something to harvest our corn, because it's ready. So, forage harvester. Right, I used the Rostsul mash last time. I just leased it, which actually means that by the time you pay for that, put all the work in, the 50 grand I got really wasn't worth it. But anyway, I've got it now, might as well use it. And I could go for the BigX 580 for a change, only for a change for me. You didn't see me do the last harvest, so but actually it's €1,000 cheaper. It's not a lot, I know. Ooh, could get Michelin's and it won't cost me anymore. There's a bonus. Wide tyres would, but I don't need wide tyres. So we'll go for Michelin's for a change. And we're just going to lease. Okie dokie, and then of course we'll need a header to go with it. I wonder if, how much is that one? It's fine, the fields aren't that big. Right, okay. Lease. Okay. So I think what we'll do actually, and rather than I seem to have pallets all over the place. Ooh, that's not handy, is it? Yeah, I seem to have pallets everywhere. I don't find pallets and pallet forks, you know, front loader pallet forks, very easy in 19. I don't know why, I just seem to struggle with them. I don't know if it's just me or what. That's just brilliant, isn't it? Okay. Good sound. Great demand at the barn. Mind you, if it's at the barn, that's going to be things like silage. Interesting. I don't know if you can sell loose silage at the barn. Even then, it's technically still cheap. It's still less than what I get for it at the biogas plant. But it seems to me that you don't, which is, yeah, that's what I didn't finish saying, I suppose. Ooh, that's a bad green clash, isn't it? Goodness, ouch. Anyway, yeah, it seems to me that you don't get that 600. So I'm wondering if that's €600, sorry, per. Is that the hazard? The flashes on beacons. I know what I mean. Yeah, so that 600 is for bales, not for loose silage, which is a bit of a shame because I'm doing silage bales on Ravenport and I don't really want to do it on two different maps. That'd just be a bit dull. Maybe I'll do it occasionally, but actually we've got a bit of money now. At least I'm clear enough to pay some debts. But of course what I do want to do is now, you know, once I've done this corn harvest, is I want to start you know, I want to start building my farm. Now luckily, and I haven't done this yet, we'll do this today, we've now got deck chairs. The new mod that came out, which is just brilliant. I know there's also the trailer park caravan, whatever you want to call it, mod, but I'm not so keen on that. I don't think it would look right on this map anyway. Plus that might get a little chilly in the evening on a deck chair, but I've got a beach and a sandcastle, so frankly deck chairs all the way. So yeah, so we put one of those in today, so at least when I need to, I can skip through the night. So that's fine. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I do like this map. I think it's between this one and Ravenport, but I'm starting to enjoy Ravenport as well. Now we've got the terrain modding and things. I do find the yard at Ravenport though, there's a lot of limitations on it. You know, I sold all those buildings that with all those sort of non-functional buildings in the yard, but I can't put functional buildings down in their place because there's too many restrictions on where you can and can't build, where you can and can't modify the terrain. I don't know why that is. It's very frustrating, but I've had some ideas as to how to get around it. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do this one first. I managed to also sow it incorrectly, which was quite clever. So I've got some sunflowers, which actually, I don't know, can I do that with this? I'm not sure I can. Well, if I can, great. If I can't, okay. Don't need that on. Pipe out. What we'll do is we'll get a work on this. I will go back to the store on a bus or something. And, oh, oops, wrong button, sorry. I'll go back to the store, I'll get a bus or something back to the store, go pick up my other tractor. And get the hurling and bring the trailer back. So that's ready. And then it'll just be a bit of ferrying back and forth. So perhaps, although I said I wasn't going to do time lapse, to do a bit of time lapse. What I'll do as well though is we'll get that deck chair in and we'll talk a little bit about, you know, what else is going on. Get that worker on. So I've sort of developed this habit of oh, actually, you know what? No, we'll stop the work for a minute. I'm going to go around the edge. It's funny, this field, that the orientation of it is really odd. So there's going to be some tidying up for me to do, but that's fine. But yeah, so I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, so I've got that ideal harvester, so I'm going to get that. I'll get a worker on that. So what I try and do wherever I can is get workers constantly working on contracts, because although obviously I pay a little bit for the worker, but better to have a worker earning me some money on a contract. I still get more money out of it than if I don't do anything. If I've got stuff to do on my own farm, especially if it's a lot of ferrying around, which for this of course it will be, better to have the worker. Oh, this is nearly full already. Crikey. If that had been the old 12,000 trailer, that would have been full. So yeah, we'll definitely get a work on this. Yeah, so keep a worker working, earning me money. Alright, I'll lose a little bit because they're doing the work, but you know, I still earn more than if I wasn't having a contract, doing the contract. So there we go, my back stop. Yeah, so there you go. That didn't take long, did it? Right, let's head to the store. Just walk through my corn. I think there's a bus stop around here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh no, that's going the wrong way. No, it isn't. Oh, this is confusing. Right, let's get the bus stop. I'm sure we won't be along in a minute. Pity there's no timetable. Be nice. You wait ages for a bus. 3 come along at once. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh no, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's prime commute time. Bound to be a bus soon. It's a nice day. Clouds are not too heavy. Oh well, I'll see you down there. Oh, coming the back way in. It's handy, there's a bus stop right next to the store. Just walk through the showroom. And there's our tractor. So yeah, a bus came along eventually. Didn't take too long. General efficiency and all that. Let's have a look. Yeah, so they haven't put animation on the inside, that's a shame, but it looks pretty sharp. Front and rear working lights, I can't remember if they are wanted or not. Oh, no, missed that, didn't I? Okay, let's go in a bit, there we go. Lovely. Right. So yeah, so the way this normally works is we'll get both trailers full, we'll hoof it up to the biogas plant, and oh, let's look up. Empty both trailers, and then you know, I started leaving the worker running, doing the harvesting while I took one trailer up, but actually it took me a lot longer to take one trailer up, and actually it was an awful lot back and forth. It makes more sense just to, you know, I can do a bit of harvesting to fill up both trailers and then take them both up. So we'll get this going. at some point I'll need to take a trip back down to the store and get that harvester and get a worker going on whichever field it was. Don't remember already. Wasn't the most lucrative harvest available, but you know, for the sake of using Ideal, 9 grand's not to be sniffed at. But yeah, so that's the thing. So I said I only made 50,000 out of all my work to do 2 fields of corn silage chaff harvest. Whereas, and I looked at it, and the previous day I'd done about 70,000 euros worth of contract work. It just doesn't seem worth doing, you know. So because you know, I could put other crops in there and sell that and make some money, but make more money doing the wowzers, German drivers. Sorry. Yeah, so I make more money out of my own crops than I can, you know. Just, it's disappointing. I thought, you know, at the prices I've got, I was going to be making a small fortune. I thought, well, I'll do it a couple of times, get myself set up, then I can build my farm up a little bit and do all that. But you know, it was a bit annoying. But good lucrative contract. Managed to sell that barley at a good price, so could have been worse. We'll go around and do the grass. I'll probably. I am the nard about then. You know, well, shall I sell the biogas plant? Shall I not? Shall I keep it? It still, to me, seems a really weird thing that you have to buy it to sell at the biogas plant or to use the silos there. It seems a bit odd. You know. But anyway. So let's see. What's the easiest way to do this going to be? I didn't really set it up very well, did I, when I left? Too many contrasting greens, I'm afraid. Yes, you're just going to spit that straight into there, aren't you? Okay. It's kind of weird when it does that. Okay, so reverse, whoopsie. Going to destroy my crops. That just went horribly wrong. Ooh, that's not helpful. Just lost the header. Take that out of the way. Pull that off. There you go. Let's spread out. It's nice to have a little hurling in actually. I do like this tractor. But then I did like the Fiat. It was just a bit slow. You know, this one's an extra 26. I can't remember. I got it set on miles or kilometres. I can't remember. Whatever it is. An hour, something. So it's a lot quicker. Okie dokie. Yeah, so unfortunately my worker stopped in the middle of the field while he was I cheated a little bit. I had to fertilise these in the middle of the night, and I'm afraid to say I couldn't bother to go and that's just not, I'll come and do that later. I couldn't bother to go and change the wheels to narrows. I was using the tractor for something else at the same time. Broke into that for a little bit. And so I thought, well, it's fine, because if I use a worker, he won't destroy the crops, and he just stopped right in the middle of the field, which just wasn't helpful. But hey, or was it that I was doing it? Oh, no, actually, no, maybe I was doing it, and then it suddenly went from one growth stage to another. It was overnight, so I had it on times 120. It suddenly jumped from one growth stage to another, and I ended up destroying half the crop. Now I'm curious. If, let's see, can we use a forage header on sunflowers? Oh yeah, no. Oh, that's annoying, because actually I don't have, I might just put them in, to be honest, it's a mistake anyway. I don't have a corn header or a sunflower header for my harvester, and it's, for the tiny little strip I've got up here, it's not worth it. So I'm not sure. I think I'll just plough those back in. It's a bit annoying, but not the end of the world. Oh, there was something else I wanted while I was at the store. There's that new little cultivator came out. Body cultivator came out this week. Well, I'll do that this episode or next episode, or we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make this a constant series, you know, whether I'm going to always record everything I do. I'm not sure. There we go. We'll see. The advantage of doing Ravenport and I'll just fold that away for a minute. Ravenport and Estancia Lapacho as time-lapse means I've got a bit more flexibility as to when I record. As it happens, I've just happened to have a bit of quiet time in the house this afternoon, so I thought I'd do a bit on here. It'd be helpful if I selected the right thing. There we go. So let's get these on the Hurleman, because you will not want to see. I will actually. That said, I will of course actually. I'll finish this. I'm not going to do it as a time lapse. You know, I don't see the point in having a. There might be occasions when I'll do a bit of time lapse or something, but I don't see the point in doing lots of time lapse sections on this map when I'm doing time lapse series elsewhere. So I probably won't do time lapse at all. Maybe odd bits of. I'll do bits of footage rather than time lapse to music. Just because, you know, I'm doing plenty of that elsewhere. So I will do some of this off screen, because I'll finish this harvest. You're not going to sit and watch me do all this real time. That would be so dull. I say this tractor's going to struggle with this, isn't it? 37,000 litres. But that's good though, because I mean that's equivalent and plus to having 3 of those. So actually for this ferrying about while it's not doing anything else, it would make more sense to use the Fendt. But yeah, so that's equivalent to 3 of those Strautmann trailers. Though I do love Strautmann trailers. I did really like those trailers. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll leave this here. Whoa, no, not that. Leave this here. Park up our new friend. But yeah, I need to get the yard sorted out. As you can see, I've done absolutely nothing here since. In terms of what's going on in the yard. Just because I haven't had the money, I'm still, you know, paying off debt. Especially because I had to buy the biogas plant, which is a little bit me thinks, you know, I could sell it for now. Because actually with that money, I could probably buy another field, you know. And that would actually probably be not quicker profit, but you know, for the amount of work you have to do a you know, forage harvest like this, especially playing, it's all great in multiplayer, but if you're playing on your own, it's a lot of work. To do forage harvest, compact it all, then you've got to wait for it to ferment, then you've got to sell it. So I think I might do this one and sell the biogas plant, which will actually net me quite a bit of money. And I could use that for a bit more equipment or another field or 2. I don't know. I'm only on about buying. I think it's field 8, which is the biggish one, not far from where I am now. Because if I do decide to do more, you know, chaff harvest later on at the biogas plant, then that's, you know, a good thing to do. I could also buy another field. I could buy some of the smaller fields a bit further along towards the store. There's a little bank of 3 or 4 smallish fields. Would also be quite good. Yeah, so I don't know, I've got options. And the other thing I could also do, of course, is I need to start getting to animals. Right, so just flip this on a moment. And tip side left. Unload. And I know what people are going to say, you could do both at the same time, but there is method to my madness. I'm not going to massively fill these. There's no point in me, you know, emptying and filling the entire thing. And if I do them in bits, sure, it takes a bit longer, but if you drive over it while you're emptying, compaction is so much quicker. Because you're driving, you know, I found this on Spectacle Island. I'm going to make it, oh, they're very good at driving up walls, these tractors. Yeah, I found the Spectacle Island. I had the Spectacle Island at the biogas plant, if you remember, had a really big, silo, bunker silo, and I had again, I can't remember anything, the big orange, the Radon trailer, from the Platinum Edition, and you could just go round and round and round in circles while you were emptying, and it compacted while you're emptying. Not quite as efficiently as this, of course. It's not much in here at the moment, so it will be quicker. So it just means I know it's a bit slower, but if I do this, just about make it round, yeah, and keep driving over it and emptying it and driving over it and emptying it, just means that, you know, compaction is done. It's not a separate step. And I've actually found, from what I've seen so far, compaction seems to be a lot faster in 19 than it was in 17. I did actually buy myself a, you know, the silage roller compactor, but it just didn't seem to do much more, so I didn't keep it. I sold it, and I got the leveler instead, which actually was quite useful, because when I first started filling this up with grass, I left it all over the place, and it was just a nuisance. There you go, that's one done. So flip to the trailer, make sure it's tip side, left or right, doesn't matter particularly. Could go a bit slower actually. Get rid of more in a pass. For some reason that one didn't stop tipping automatically, which is a bit weird. There we go. And this, you see, is why I'm not going to make you sit and watch me do all of this harvest, because I would be, you know, it is time consuming, but I think it's worth doing it this way. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. How carefully I can. Not very, but actually that's not bad. Swivel it around this way this time. It's quite handy, this little bay for doing that. We go really slowly. Really slowly. Reverse back up. Done. And 100% compacted. It's not pretty, it's not neat, but it is compacted. Right, so let's drop off that trailer a minute. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this underneath here. And we'll sell. Well, sell. Put it in the digester anyway. I'll just nip round and grab the leveler, and we can level off while we do it. Huh, wrong side. make more sense actually to move this bit over. And then just adjust these. Work with the Strout one. I'll be curious to see whether it works with these ones. Slightly ridiculous, but I'm only pulling it really short distance, so it does. Fantastic. It'll struggle though once it's full. And it's emptied. That's good, it got that little bit that was stuck up at the end I couldn't shift. Brilliant. Yeah, it can't move it once it's full. Okay, fine. Do that with the tractor then. Right, so we've grabbed the Fendt. Do it with that. Oh, there's chaff on the conveyor. Interesting. Just Felsbrunn didn't cover somewhere. Oh, I'll try and unload that into the next bunker. I'll do this quickly because I think, crikey, this is turning into a bit of a long video. But, you know, to catch you all up, I'm not going to get a lot for this. 6,000 litres isn't going to earn us a great deal. Curious to see how much it does earn us actually, because the other won't be ready today anyway. Oh, it can be a bit funny. Oh, okay. There we go. Change the side, tip side. Very narrow unload point. Right, one more job to do. See you back at the farm in a minute. Here we are. Well, I called it a farm. It's a bit of a grandiose thing for a shed in a field, but still, it's got all my equipment, it's close enough. So yeah, one more job to do before the end of the episode, and that is to put up the deck chairs. So let's see. It's like, bizarrely enough, it comes under farmhouses, but you know, functionally. There's my sandcastle. Where's a good spot with a good view of the water? Yeah, that's a pretty good view. Right, let's turn around so they settle down again. Only one pair of deck chairs per farm. Brilliant. But you can't actually sit in them. Can you pick it up? Surely not. No. Well, there we go. I'll sit in my deck chairs. Have a little rest, and we better go and get on with that silage harvest. And that brings us to the end of the video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. There'll be more coming from Felsbrunn very soon, as well as some time-lapse from Ravenport and Estancia La Pacho. And yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you back on one of those farms very soon. Bye bye for now.